Hey there, welcome to How to Ace Photography. I'm Joanne. This is lesson 3 and we're looking at shutter speed priority. I always like to know what my shutter speed is because that tells me exactly how steady I have to hold my camera. If I'm using a wide angle lens and I'm using say 1/500th of a second, I know that I can't be flinging my camera around and it has to be fairly steady, but I don't have to be fanatical about it. On the other hand, if I'm using a zoom lens and my shutter speed is 1/30th of a second, I know that I need a tripod or I have to really brace myself to keep that camera steady. I like to use the shutter speed priority when I'm doing sports. I can set it to 1/800th of a second and know that for most sports I will capture the action. On the other hand, if I'm doing something like a rally and the car is going across the plane of my camera, I may want to go even higher. If my subject is coming towards me, it doesn't matter as much, but if it's going across the plane, it really does make a difference. Anytime I'm taking pictures of things that are moving, I like to know what my shutter speed is, and setting it as a priority allows me to be in a position where I don't have to think about it as much. Remember, always check your settings. The light can change without you noticing when you're engrossed in taking a picture. I may also use shutter speed priority when I want to get either the lowest or the highest f-stop that I can in the circumstances. Just like we did with aperture priority to get shutter speed, I can do the opposite with using shutter speed. If I want my aperture to be wide open, I can set my shutter speed to be really fast. That way I would know that my aperture is going to be as wide as it can be, and that will give me a very small depth of field. Or I can do the opposite in the case of scenery. I can put my camera on a tripod, set it to a 15th of a second. It will give me an aperture reading that will give me the best depth of field that I can get. That's when I use it interchangeably. You don't have to stick with one thing. You can try different things until you get what you want and what's comfortable for you. Go out, try it, have fun, and see you in the next video.